Hello everyone and welcome to WhatCulture Gaming. I'm Josh, joined as ever by Ashley Ash Millman for another delectable news roundup. First off, we have Cyberpunk news, Ash. This is why I've dragged you in. Once again, every single time we do news, you have the giant limbs that just flick me in the face. We're just fighting now. Anyway, we do have some Cyberpunk news because apparently the game is getting a multiplayer mode after launch. This is kind of weird and a first for CD Projekt Red, and I know a lot of people, want Cyberpunk to be this great, expansive single-player RPG because that's what the studio is known for. But this sounds like, in a way, the best of both worlds because we get that at launch, and then we get something different because they have apparently 3 different teams working on 3 different Cyberpunk projects, and it has been speculated, according to, let me get this right, Tweaktown, that one of them will be multiplayer because it goes with what they've said before. Ash, as someone who's very much looking forward to Cyberpunk, how does this tickle your fancy?
I really am looking forward to Cyberpunk Battle Royale. It's my favourite thing. No, I think that a multiplayer thing would actually be really cool because if they're making this massive, expansive world full of all of the different things and the robots and the cyborgs and the they're going to have a really good time making a multiplayer experience in that. I think that's going to be a wonderful way of exploring it in different aspects. The Red Dead Redemption one is probably the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense actually.
But it's still a new way of experiencing it and gives a game longevity and that sort of thing.
I never thought about it that way because obviously Rockstar, when they released GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, like you said, they released the game first as a single player experience and then they let people enjoy that on their own, and then later on they patched in Red Dead Online and GTA Online. And to me that was a success. Even though both of those online suites had rocky starts, it was an interesting way to do it that didn't sort of divert attention away from the core experience, if you will. I do have a quote because CD Projekt Red signed for a Polish grant to help them fund the game back in 2016, and it did include multiplayer, and the full quote said that they plan on including seamless multiplayer, complex technology for making unique multiplayer gameplay mechanics, including the ability to search for opponents, very standard, manage game sessions, replicate objects, and support for different game modes, along with a unique set of dedicated tools. That to me sounds a bit more standard than it would be sort of like a co-op experience that may sort of sounds like matchmaking and I don't know, team deathmatch, maybe a battle royale game.
Battle royale Cyberpunk. I'm just waiting for people to come out with all the mantis arms, and that would just be great. That's it.
Maybe that would be all right. Maybe that would be fine.
Massive arena just full of laser guns and big swords. I'm down for that.
You really enjoyed The Witcher 3 as well. Did you enjoy the Gwent mode? I'm not even there yet. But did you enjoy the Gwent mode in that game?
I did enjoy Gwent. I really liked Gwent, but I got so angry when I missed out on one of the cards that I'd never played it again. I was I've missed this card, I can never get it. And I was like, right, I hate Gwent now, never playing it again.
Because there has been some speculation that the third, obviously there's 3 teams, one working presumably on the single player, one on the multiplayer that's coming post-launch, and one on another unannounced thing. Maybe that's another Gwent-like, spin-off in that fashion.
Yeah, that would be cool. Wonderful.
Yeah, potentially.
What sort of game do you think they would do though?
I have no idea, you tell me.
Making
Mantis art? I don't know. Ash, come on, we need a segue. What's the next news? Talking about The Witcher 3.
Just Pong, that's what it's going to be on a computer.
I would buy that.
Yeah, talking about The Witcher 3, here's the segue. We are getting a Witcher series!
We certainly are!
Which we already knew. And some new pictures have been released of a lovely, stupid, sexy Henry Cavill.
He is so sexy.
Yeah.
Have you seen him in Mission Impossible Fallout?
Stop.
Is that good or bad?
No,
what is this?
We're going to fight him for being sexy.
Right, okay.
What do you think that is?
I thought that was like a seduction technique. Like, you're going to...
Get over here. But yeah, I have seen him in Mission Impossible Fallout when he... cocks his arms.
I wish I could do it. I don't have one of these.
I've got the guns.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I've seen him in that, and that was good. So I think this is going to be good. But we've had some new pictures. We've had him looking sternly out over a roiling ocean as there's lots of grey tones. His silver wig looks much better.
It really does.
It looks like it's had a comb. It looks like it's been done nicely. It's been coiffed. So he's looking out over the sea, and we've got a little logo, and the line is on the top. I've written it down. The worst monsters are the ones we create.
I'm not sure that's true, to be fair. The worst monsters are the monsters in The Witcher.
Yeah.
I guess, obviously, that's a nod towards Geralt's origin, potentially. Don't know, who knows?
Interesting. But, I think... it's just going to be good, isn't it? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be 8 episodes from Netflix. We've also seen some other images of other people in the series as well. I think it all looks fantastic. So we've got Freya Allen as Ciri, and Anya Chalotra as Yennefer.
They did look good as well, to be fair.
They did. Everyone's really angry about Anya Chalotra. Like saying, she looks too young. She looks too doe-eyed to be the hard, angry Yennefer. But like, if you see her in any sort of mock-up of the fan stuff, I think she's going to absolutely own it and start being like,
I agree.
Take that. Geralt, more of this. Geralt!
My God.
You pesky Geralt.
Is this like doubling as your audition for the role instead?
I think it is,
think
please.
You can get it.
Triss, I'm right here, come on, hire me, please. But yeah, I when I first saw the first image of him looking out over the sea, I thought it was just because they were like, they're scared to show his face again after the first time it happened, when everyone went, this is terrible, this is really bad. But no, this one, we did actually see his face as well on Instagram, and it looks much better.
It did imbue me with a bit more confidence, because I've got an open mind. I'm not a Scott Tilford who is around the world right now and instantly reacted negatively to the Netflix even announcement, like so many people did, because it's such a difficult property to get right, and Henry Cavill isn't an obvious choice, and he looked so bad in that initial wig video, but I think this looks a bit more promising. Again, it's only like a couple of posters, and it is Netflix who's making it, who, have in my opinion, a bit of an iffy track record, but I'm excited. The Witcher is a great premise to adapt.
Good. I feel like if it just make the Stranger Things, but in medieval times. The Stranger Things. The Stranger Things.
That would be a weird cry. I don't want that, actually. But put me off it entirely now.
Oh well, let me reinvest you.
Come on then.
With the actual synopsis that we've got, because I'm all over the place with this news. We've got pictures. We've got synopsis. This is what it is. Geralt of Rivia, a solitary monster hunter, struggles to find his place in a world where people often prove more wicked than beasts. But when destiny hurtles him towards a powerful sorceress and a young princess with a dangerous secret, the three must learn to navigate the increasingly volatile continent together.
I feel like, one, I've just got an insight into how you do voiceovers, and two, that sounds... sounds like The Witcher sounds very good. I'm excited. What I'm not excited for, another delicious segue, is... Are you looking forward to, the next generation is coming, Xbox Scarlet is coming, the PlayStation 5 is coming. What are the kinds of games you're looking forward to on that console?
Good ones.
What if I told you there is a Tron open world RPG coming?
That sounds like a good one,
well,
I'm interested in that.
See, let me tell you more, okay? So apparently, according to Reddit, which was picked up by comicbook.com, there has been a leak for a brand new Tron game coming in 2021, which is apparently an RPG with seamless online multiplayer that ties the worlds of players together.
Multiplayer.
That sounds unavoidable. That to me sounds like it's going to be a live service game, and I don't really want a live service Tron game. You know what? Tron is a fun property. Like, I have a lot of fun segueing back into another news, GTA 5 in there using the Tron bikes and using those inspired worlds. But I don't know if it would sustain a full game. I feel like Tron as a property is something that Disney keeps occasionally trying to push. We had Tron Legacy in 2011, which was all right.
It was something.
Tried to get a third movie off the ground in it. It didn't happen, so I don't know if this is going to happen, but apparently it's been in development for 3 years. It's coming out in 2 years' time. That's a lot of effort into a game, a licensed game especially, and my mind's open, but who knows?
And so is the world. But sorry, I couldn't resist it. But no, I think that could be really interesting because of the way that Tron is. Like, it's this whole online experience anyway. People have been in a game and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think they could do fun things as long as you just get on the bike and start doing flips. Like, that's all you need.
That's kind of all
Tron
I need.
game.
I think it'll be fine. Like, there is a lot of potential, like you said, to go into this artificial video game world and sort of be creative with that. I think, especially in a video game itself, especially now with all the technology we have, that would make sense. It's just a weird rumor. Like, I didn't expect this to happen.
Yeah.
And again, the guy just might be making this up, but it's a weird thing to make up. Oh, hello, there's a Tron game happening. It's coming in 2 years' time. Look forward to that. And I kind of am.
Another segue.
Delicious.
Speaking of people making things up, Bruce Campbell made some stuff up about the Evil Dead game.
Did he?
Yeah, well, he accidentally made some. He didn't really. He was just being really nice and lovely as Bruce Campbell is.
Come on, break my heart, because he breaks my heart all the time about Evil Dead 4. So give me another stab to the chest.
No, we're gonna do some build up because there's an Evil Dead game coming. We don't know what it is. We don't know when it's going to be. It was announced last year, and we were told by Bruce Campbell, he said it was going to be a whole immersive dealio, which is, that's the words he used. He said, "Hey, groovy gamers."
I love Bruce Campbell.
It's a whole immersive
so
dealio. But yeah, so he said this. Everybody assumed VR.
I'm in.
Tweet recently, that he said not going to be VR, consoles and PC instead, which is actually really exciting and good news, but I feel like that's sad for you.
That is really sad for me. An Evil Dead VR game is something that I've been fantasizing about since Resident Evil 7 happened, and the opening of that is essentially just Evil Dead, the remake, and it was really, really fun and scary. But like consoles and PC kind of suggest that's going to have a big push, hopefully, and we haven't had an Evil Dead game in a long time. I don't think we've ever really had a good Evil Dead game.
2005 was the last actual like console one. There's been a Fistful of Boomstick.
Yes.
And there's been the one before that, which was just the Evil Dead, but I don't think that came out on PlayStation. There was an Army of Darkness one. There's been 3 mobile games for some reason.
I didn't even know they existed.
They've been taken off for being so bad. Like, there's lots of people argue that they have cult classic status, and then the rest of the people who know say, oh, actually, no, they're a bit bad.
No.
So for them to actually come to this property and be like, okay, let's do something real with it. Let's do something. Oh my god! Oh my god! They're here.
What? It's the guy who leaked the Tron game. They don't want us to get it out.
The Evil Dead game should be good because it has Bruce Campbell voicing Ash in it as well.
Yes.
Ash won't be a playable character, it seems, but he's more going to be someone that's guiding your character.
That's
what someone else has said.
Fascinating. Okay.
So it's all speculation at the moment because nobody said anything like properly solid. But yeah, they think that Ash won't be an actual playable character, but instead,
it's back again.
There it is. He's voicing it because he doesn't want someone else coming in and hamming it up. Is also what he said.
Makes
there we
a lot
go.
of sense.
There's
Nailed it.
Welcome to the news. And segueing into, we have another news piece.
We have one final news piece because Remedy Entertainment, who made Max Payne and the great Alan Wake, now own the rights to Alan Wake.
Whoa.
And they haven't really said what that means. For me, I'm hoping for an Alan Wake 2, but at the very least, because they can now publish it and Microsoft doesn't own it, they should be able to bring it to PlayStation platforms. Hopefully, I'm really holding out hope, keep saying hope a lot, for a remaster on PlayStation 4, because Alan Wake was so good. Did you play it?
Yes.
I enjoyed it. Did you guys enjoy it? I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. This has been the news today. Sorry for the constant interruptions by the fire alarm.
It
was dead. And of course, sorry for the constant interruptions by Ash Milne. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below about all of these news stories. And can you give us a like, share, subscribe, and head over to WhatCulture.com for more listening news like this every single day. Even if you don't know, I've been Josh, joined by Ash Milne.
Oh, it's me.
You've been watching What Culture, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You know what we forgot to say?
What?
Roach is apparently ladylike, faithful, extrasensory, steady.
Why are they making Roach sexy?
The Witcher 3 horse is a shagger.
It's a horse.